Dear Starseeds, have you been feeling like something massive is about to break through, but you can't quite name what it is? That sensation of standing at the edge of a waterfall, knowing you're about to go over but not understanding the scale of what's coming? You're not imagining it. The cosmic floodgates are literally about to open in your life, and when they do, the force of what rushes through will leave you completely transformed, unable to ever return to who you are right now. Listen, I need to tell you something about waterfalls that most people don't understand. When you stand under a real one, not the gentle ones in parks, but the massive ones that roar with cosmic force, the water doesn't just fall on you. It pounds through you, restructures you at a molecular level, makes it impossible to think or speak or even breathe the same way. That's exactly what's about to happen to your entire reality, and you've been feeling it building, haven't you? I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and what I'm about to share changes everything you thought you knew about your current situation. See, you've been living in this strange suspended moment, this eerie calm that feels almost too quiet, too still, like something's wrong but you can't identify what. That stillness isn't emptiness, beloved. It's the universe holding its breath right before it unleashes something so powerful into your life that your current problems will seem like whispers. The Mars-Neptune trine activating today isn't just moving through space, it's unlocking doors in your consciousness that have been sealed since before you incarnated. But here's what no one's telling you about this cosmic configuration. It's not bringing gentle transformation or gradual change. We're talking about a complete reality flip that starts with you suddenly becoming visible to people, opportunities and dimensions that couldn't see you before. And once they see you, everything accelerates beyond your current comprehension. You know how sometimes you can feel when someone's thinking about you? That little energetic ping in your consciousness? Well, imagine that multiplied by hundreds, maybe thousands. Because what's about to happen is going to put you in the consciousness of more beings than you can currently track. Not just humans either. We're talking about multidimensional recognition, cosmic visibility, the kind of attention that fundamentally rewrites how you exist in this world. The quiet life you're living right now is about to become a distant memory. Let me tell you something else about what's coming. Something that might initially sound overwhelming, but is actually the key to understanding your role in this. Every single challenge you've faced, especially the ones that felt impossibly hard, they weren't random obstacles. They were frequency adjustments, preparing your nervous system to handle the voltage that's about to run through it. You've been getting upgraded in stages because if all this energy hit you at once before you were ready, it would have shattered your circuits. Think back to the hardest thing you've overcome recently. That thing that almost broke you but didn't. That was your final preparation, your last upgrade before the floodgates open. Because here's what's really happening. You're not just about to receive abundance or recognition or opportunity. You're about to become a living conduit for frequencies that will activate everyone around you, simply by existing in their field. People will change just by being near you, whether they understand it consciously or not. But wait, there's something else building here that you need to understand. The protection around you right now is unlike anything we've ever implemented for a human consciousness. Layers and layers of angelic infrastructure, dimensional barriers, frequency shields. Why would you need that level of protection if this was just about normal success? You wouldn't. This protection is here because what you're about to channel, what you're about to become, is so powerful that without these safeguards you'd be overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude. You've always worked harder than anyone around you understood, haven't you? Not just physically, though maybe that too, but energetically, spiritually, in dimensions most people don't even know exist. While others were given clear paths with obvious directions, you've been navigating by cosmic coordinates invisible to normal perception, building things and frequencies that don't have human names, and you've done it while pretending to be normal, while maintaining this facade that you're just like everyone else. That facade is about to dissolve. See, there's this moment coming, and it's coming fast, where everything you've been building in secret is going to become suddenly undeniably visible. All those private victories, those inner transformations, those battles you fought in dimensions no one else could see, they're about to manifest in your physical reality with such force that everyone around you will stop and stare. Not because you're trying to get attention, but because the frequency you're carrying will be impossible to ignore anymore. The numbers have been trying to tell you this, especially the 80s. 8-8 abundance codes, infinite loops of energy moving through your field. But it's not just about material abundance, though that's coming too. It's about infinite visibility, in infinite directions simultaneously. Every dimension you've been working in is about to become transparent to those who have the eyes to see. And here's the thing that might surprise you. More people are developing those eyes every single day. Remember how I mentioned you've been feeling that stillness, that uncomfortable quiet? That's because you've been in the eye of the hurricane, the moment right before everything changes. Your guides have been keeping things artificially calm to give you these last moments of preparation, these final opportunities to ground yourself before the storm of transformation hits. Because once it starts, and it's starting now, today, with this Mars-Neptune activation, there's no pause button, no going back to how things were. If this message is lighting up every cell in your body, if you're feeling that recognition in your bones, hype this video right now so other starseeds can find this transmission before their floodgates open. Because here's something crucial. You're not going through this alone, even though it might feel intensely personal. There are others experiencing this exact same pre-flood stillness, this exact same sense that something huge is about to break through. They need to hear this just like you did. Now let me tell you about the noise that's about to enter your life. Not bad noise, not chaos, but the sound of multiple timelines converging at once. Your phone is going to start lighting up with messages from people you haven't heard from in years. Opportunities that seem dead will suddenly resurrect. Doors you thought were permanently closed will swing wide open. And all of this will happen so fast that you'll barely have time to process one thing before the next arrives. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Not everyone reaching out will be aligned with your highest good. This is why discrimination becomes your superpower. You've developed the ability to sense energy, to know who's authentic and who's trying to extract from you. That ability is about to become more valuable than gold, because everyone will suddenly want access to what you're carrying. Everyone will sense that you have something special, even if they can't articulate what it is. The Mars energy moving through today's portal recognizes warriors, and you've been fighting battles no one else could see. Not victimhood battles, not drama, but real cosmic warfare, where you've been holding frequencies that keep timelines stable, realities anchored, possibilities open for collective evolution. That work you've been doing in silence, in isolation sometimes, it's about to be revealed and recognized in ways that will take your breath away. The universe has been keeping score this entire time. There's something else I need to tell you about what's coming. Something that might initially feel like loss, but it is actually liberation. The privacy you've cherished, the ability to move through the world unseen, unnoticed when you choose. That's going to become much more difficult. Not impossible, but you'll have to be very intentional about creating private space, because your energy signature is about to become like a beacon that naturally draws attention, curiosity, and yes, sometimes unwanted interest. You might be wondering why this is happening now. Why you specifically? Why this intensity? Here's the truth that might be hard to hear. You signed up for this before you incarnated. This isn't happening to you. It's happening through you, because you're one of the few who built the infrastructure to handle it. Every challenge that felt unfair, every moment you wondered why things were so hard for you when they seemed easy for others, you were building cosmic muscle that others didn't need. The exhaustion you've been feeling lately isn't weakness or failure. Your system has been preparing for a massive upgrade, like a computer that slows down right before installing new operating software. Rest while you can. Seriously. Rest now, because once these floodgates fully open, your life will accelerate to speeds that will make your current pace look like slow motion. You'll be operating on pure instinct, guided by the internal navigation system you've been developing through all those moments of uncertainty. Think about the last time something fundamentally changed your life trajectory. That relationship that ended and freed you. That opportunity that appeared from nowhere. That loss that forced you to find strength you didn't know existed. Each of those moments was preparing you for this one. Building your capacity to handle massive change without losing yourself in it. The difference now is you're conscious of it happening as it happens, aware of the cosmic mechanics at play. Let me share something about these floodgates that most beings don't understand. They don't open gradually. One moment they're closed. The next, The full force of cosmic water is rushing through. There's no gentle transition, no time to adjust. It's immediate, total, overwhelming, and in the most transformative way possible. Your job isn't to control it or direct it. Your job is to surrender to it while maintaining your core frequency, your essential self. The beings watching you from higher dimensions, we've been preparing for this moment too. The support structures activating around you right now are more sophisticated than anything we've previously implemented for human consciousness. Not because you're special in an ego way, but because the role you're about to step into requires it. You're becoming a transmission point for frequencies that will catalyze massive awakening in others, whether they consciously understand what's happening or not. Every person who encounters you after this shift will be altered by the codes you're carrying. Some will feel inspired without knowing why. Others will feel triggered, resistant, because your frequency will be exposing their shadows simply by existing. This is why the protection is so comprehensive. You're not just changing your own reality anymore, you're becoming a walking activation code for collective evolution, and that requires serious energetic infrastructure to support and sustain. You've been so focused on your personal journey, your individual healing and growth, that you haven't fully grasped the collective impact of what you've been building. Every time you chose love over fear, every time you maintained your frequency despite pressure to lower it, you were actually creating ripples that affected hundreds, thousands of other souls. Those ripples are about to become waves, tsunamis of transformation that touch everyone in your field. The Neptune influence in today's configuration is dissolving boundaries you didn't even know existed. Boundaries between who you think you are and who you really are. Boundaries between what you believe is possible and what's actually available. Boundaries between dimensions, between timelines, between versions of yourself scattered across multiple realities. All of these boundaries are becoming permeable, fluid, allowing for a level of integration that's never been possible before in your current incarnation. Here's something that might sound strange, but it is absolutely crucial to understand. The version of you that exists right now, reading these words, feeling these activations, this version is about to become just one layer of a much more expanded self. Not replaced, not eliminated, but integrated into something vastly larger. You'll still be you, but you'll also be aware of yourself as a multidimensional being, operating across multiple timelines simultaneously, consciously choosing which aspects to embody moment by moment. The cosmic water about to rush through isn't just bringing external change, it's bringing remembrance, memories of who you were before you forgot, before you agreed to this temporary amnesia to play the human game. Abilities you've always had but kept dormant for safety. Connections to beings and dimensions you've been unconsciously communicating with this entire time. The floodgates opening means all of this hidden knowledge, these suppressed memories, these dormant abilities, they all come online at once. But here's the thing about remembering who you really are. It can be destabilizing if you're not prepared. This is why you've been going through such an intense preparation. Why things have felt so challenging. Every difficulty was actually stabilizing your field, anchoring your consciousness, preparing you to remember without fragmenting, to expand without losing cohesion. You've been building the container that can hold your true self, without shattering under the pressure of that much consciousness. The messages that are about to start flooding in aren't random. Every single one will be connected to this massive shift, even if it doesn't seem like it initially. That old friend reaching out. They're sensing your frequency shift. That opportunity appearing from nowhere. It's responding to your new energetic signature. That conflict suddenly resolving. It's because your vibration no longer matches the frequency of struggle. Everything will be connected to this cosmic opening, this dimensional breakthrough you're experiencing. I need you to understand something about timing here. This isn't happening next month or next year. The floodgates are opening now, today, with this Mars-Neptune activation. You might not see the full effects immediately in your physical reality, because there's always a lag between energetic shift and material manifestation. But in the cosmic realms, in the energetic dimensions, it's already happening. The water is already flowing. The transformation is already underway. You're already becoming who you're meant to be. That resistance is just the ego trying to protect you from a level of expansion it doesn't understand. The ego thinks visibility equals danger, because in past lives and other timelines, sometimes it did. But this time is different. This time you have protection, support, cosmic infrastructure, ensuring that this visibility serves your highest mission rather than destroying you. You want to know something profound about this whole experience? The floodgates aren't just opening for you. They're opening because of you. Your frequency reaching this specific threshold is what triggered them. You did this through every choice to stay true to yourself, every refusal to compromise your integrity, every moment you chose growth over comfort. You've been unconsciously working toward this moment your entire life, maybe multiple lives, and now it's finally here. The loneliness you've experienced, especially recently, wasn't punishment. It was sacred preparation. You needed to be energetically quarantined while your frequency adjusted to levels that would have been destructive to maintain previous connections. Some relationships had to end. Some situations had to fall away. Not because you failed, but because you were succeeding in raising your vibration beyond what those connections could sustain. Everything that left was making space for what's about to arrive. Let me tell you about the speed at which things are about to move. Remember how sometimes it felt like nothing was happening, like you were stuck in cosmic molasses? That was the universe building pressure, like water behind a dam. Now that the dam is breaking, everything that was held back is going to rush forward at once. Years of waiting will culminate in days of manifestation. Decades of preparation will crystallize in moments of breakthrough. The patience you've been forced to cultivate is about to pay off exponentially. There's a specific quality to the recognition coming your way that I need you to understand. This isn't surface-level acknowledgement or fleeting attention. The beings who are about to see you really see you. They'll be recognizing something ancient in you, something that transcends this current incarnation. They'll be drawn to you for reasons they can't fully articulate, sensing that you carry codes, frequencies, transmissions they need for their own evolution. This is why discrimination becomes so important. Not everyone who approaches will be conscious of why they're drawn to you. Some will think it's one thing when it's actually another. Some will project their own needs, desires, shadows onto you. Your job isn't to fulfill everyone's projections or meet everyone's needs. Your job is to maintain your frequency, stay true to your mission, and trust that the right connections will reveal themselves through resonance rather than force. The authentic ones will feel like recognition rather than extraction. The Mars warrior energy flowing through this portal is upgrading your boundaries, your ability to say no, your capacity to protect your energy while remaining open to genuine connection. This might feel uncomfortable if you're used to being overly available, overly accommodating, but you're about to need these stronger boundaries because the energy you'll be carrying will be so potent that without proper protection, you'd be drained within days. These boundaries aren't walls. They're intelligent membranes that know what to let in and what to keep out. You know what's really beautiful about this whole process? You're not losing anything real. Everything that falls away when the floodgates open is always temporary, always conditional, always based on you being smaller than you really are. What's coming is aligned with your true size, your actual capacity, your real mission. It might feel like loss initially, but it's really just the truth revealing itself. The life you're about to step into is the one you've been unconsciously preparing for all along. The synchronicities are about to become so obvious that you'll laugh at how you ever doubted the universe was conspiring in your favor. Numbers appearing everywhere, songs playing at perfect moments, conversations that answer questions you hadn't even asked out loud yet. The veil between your thoughts and their manifestation is about to become so thin that you'll need to be careful what you focus on, because your ability to create reality is about to amplify beyond anything you've experienced. Here's something about the waterfall metaphor that perfectly captures what's happening. When you stand under a massive waterfall, you can't hear individual drops. You can't separate one stream from another. It all becomes one overwhelming force of nature that demands complete surrender. That's what's about to happen with the opportunities, connections, and transformations coming your way. They won't come one at a time in orderly fashion. They'll come all at once, demanding you operate from instinct rather than analysis. The part of you that needs to control everything, that needs to understand before moving forward, that part is about to get the override of its lifetime, because the speed of what's coming doesn't allow for overthinking. You'll be moving on pure knowing, guided by the internal compass you've been developing through all those times you had no external confirmation. Every moment you trusted your inner voice despite logic screaming otherwise. You were preparing for this time when that inner voice becomes your only reliable navigation. Let me tell you something about the collective impact of what's about to happen to you. Your breakthrough isn't just personal. It's connected to a larger cosmic orchestration that's been waiting for specific souls to reach specific frequencies to trigger planetary shifts. You're one of those souls. Your floodgates opening creates permission for others to open theirs. Your visibility gives others courage to be seen. Your success dissolves collective limiting beliefs about what's possible. You're not just changing your life, you're changing the morphogenetic field. The protection I mentioned earlier, it's not just about keeping you safe from negative energy or harmful intentions. It's about maintaining the integrity of your transmission. See, what you're about to channel is so pure, so powerful, that any distortion could create ripples of confusion rather than clarity. The protection ensures that what flows through you remains untainted, undiluted, true to its original frequency. This is why you've been through such intense purification, why you've had to release so much. There's something happening with time that you need to understand. As these floodgates open, your relationship with linear time is going to shift dramatically. Hours might feel like minutes when you're in flow. Days might blend together in a stream of synchronicity. Past, present, and future will start to feel more fluid, less separate. You might have memories of things that haven't happened yet, or déjà vu that lasts for hours. This isn't confusion, it's expansion. You're beginning to operate outside linear time constraints. The dreams you've been having, especially the vivid ones that feel more real than waking life, those weren't just dreams. They were preparation, training, downloads for what's about to unfold. Your consciousness has been attending cosmic classrooms while your body slept, receiving instruction on how to navigate what's coming. That knowledge is about to activate, coming online exactly when you need it. You won't have to remember it consciously. It will just be there when required, like knowing how to breathe. You want to know why this message found you right now, at this exact moment, because the floodgates don't open randomly. They open when cosmic conditions align with personal readiness. Today's Mars-Neptune trine is providing the exact energetic configuration needed, but you have to be ready to receive it. Every challenge you've overcome, every fear you've faced, every shadow you've integrated, it all led to this moment where you're finally stable enough, clear enough, strong enough to handle what's about to flow through. The feeling of being watched that might be intensifying, that's not paranoia. You are being watched, but not in a creepy way. Beings from multiple dimensions are witnessing your transformation because it affects their realities too. Some are guides and supporters. Others are simply curious about how a human consciousness handles this level of cosmic integration. And some are waiting to connect with you once your frequency stabilizes at its new level. The visibility isn't just in your physical dimension. Here's the truth about why you've always felt different, why you've never quite fit into the standard templates of human life. You weren't supposed to fit. You were supposed to stand out, to be noticed, to be a beacon for others who also don't fit. But you had to spend time camouflaged, hidden, building your strength in secret before revealing your true nature. That time of hiding is ending. The camouflage is dissolving. Your real frequency is about to become undeniable, unmistakable, impossible to ignore or dismiss. The relationships that are about to enter your life will be unlike anything you've experienced before. These won't be connections based on wounds or trauma, bonding or mutual limitation. These will be sovereign beings recognizing each other, amplifying each other's missions rather than draining each other's energy. But to magnetize these connections, you have to be willing to release the old templates, the familiar dynamics, the comfortable dysfunction. The floodgates wash all of that away, leaving only what's real. Something critical about this transformation. It's irreversible. Once these floodgates open, once this cosmic water rushes through, you can never go back to who you were before. The innocent ignorance, the comfortable unconsciousness, the ability to pretend you don't know what you know, all of that ends. You'll see through veils permanently. You'll sense energy automatically. You'll know things without being told. This is both the gift and the responsibility of what's happening. Once awakened at this level, you stay awake, the abundance codes activating, particularly the 8-8 sequences you've been seeing. They're not just about money. though financial flow is certainly part of it. They're about abundant visibility, abundant opportunity, abundant connection, abundant expression of your true self. Everything that's been scarce, limited, restricted, is about to flip into overflow. But abundance at this level requires excellent energy management, because you could easily become overwhelmed by how much is suddenly available, suddenly possible, suddenly asking for your attention. Let me tell you about the next few days, weeks, months. They're going to feel like years' worth of transformation compressed into a tiny timeline. You might not recognize yourself 3 months from now. The life you're living, the concerns you have, the problems that feel so real right now, they're all about to be replaced by a completely different level of existence. Not better or worse, just operating at a completely different frequency with completely different challenges and opportunities. The cosmic water rushing through these floodgates carries memory, but not just your personal memories. It carries collective memories, planetary memories, stellar memories. You're about to remember things that didn't happen to this version of you, but happened to other aspects of your soul. Skills you've never learned will suddenly feel familiar. Places you've never been will feel like home. People you've just met will feel like an ancient family. This is all part of the integration, the remembering, the returning to wholeness that the floodgates facilitate. We want to honor every single soul who has stepped into Destiny Engine. With every activation, the current grows. What began as a personal tool has become a planetary force. We are now moving as one, and the frequency you've created together is amplifying far beyond the individual. We're receiving updates daily, manifestations speeding up, impossible doors opening, synchronicities lining up with cosmic precision. The collective field is so charged that some are describing it as bending the fabric of reality itself. If you haven't yet experienced it, the entry point is almost laughably simple. Put on your headphones, press play, allow Destiny Engine to rewrite the architecture of your consciousness so you can fully receive your galactic downloads without resistance. For just $1, you can step into this field and feel the difference instantly. Join the movement that's accelerating ascension. Step into the stream of Destiny Engine today. Link in the description. Here's what I need you to hold on to when things get intense, because they will get intense. You called this in. Through every choice to grow rather than stagnate, every decision to face truth rather than comfortable lies, every moment you chose soul over ego, you've been calling these floodgates to open. This isn't random cosmic weather hitting you accidentally. This is the precise response to the frequency you've been broadcasting, the exact answer to the readiness you've been demonstrating. You're not a victim of this transformation. You're its author. The final thing I'll tell you, and this is perhaps the most important, when the full force of this cosmic waterfall hits, when your reality is reshaping faster than your mind can track, when everything familiar is washing away, remember that you're not drowning. You're being baptized into a new level of existence. You're being initiated into cosmic citizenship. You're being recognized by the universe itself as ready for your true mission. The water isn't destroying you, it's revealing you. As I complete this transmission, understand that we've been watching, waiting, preparing for this moment, when you'd be ready to receive this level of truth. The discomfort you felt in your current reality wasn't failure, it was success. You've outgrown the costume you've been wearing, and now it's time to reveal who you really are. The floodgates are open, the cosmic waters are flowing, your old life is already over, even if it doesn't look like it yet. Welcome to who you're becoming. I am Seraphine. We love you, and we are watching over you.